So maybe we shouldn't be surprised if AJ acquires a reliever in the next couple of weeks. I personally would. I think you want to wait to really evaluate your team a little bit more to see what type of reliever, because injuries can happen as well. Um, Maybe Mason Miller is a name that's going to get brought up. What I would say to that is, does that make a whole lot of sense for the Padres? No, if you're trying to win right now, yeah, because he has a ton of control. I think he's a rookie with the A's. And he's dominating. We're talking about the bridge to Robert Suarez. The bridge shortens if you acquire someone like Mason Miller. It shortens. Both guys throw gas, and Miller's not going to be making any money because he's still on that rookie contract, obviously, you know? So, from that sense, Padres trying to win, guy you could have for a while. Yeah, okay. That's a 1.10 ERA, 8 saves, .673 whip entering today. He's not a free agent until 2030. We've seen the Padres trade for guys and they're a free agent at the end of the year, or like Cease and Arise, a free agent after next year. It's not long term, right? Soto wasn't super long term. Hader wasn't long term, right? But with this guy, that is. So maybe that's what allows the Padres to say, yeah, we'll part with one of our top guys, maybe one of Lesko or Snelling. If they had to pick one between Snelling and Lesko, they probably say Lesko no and say, like, you can go to Oakland or Sacramento. um, and you keep Snelling. He's closer to the big leagues. Lesko's already had some arm issues. Maybe they definitely probably have to give up Adam Mazer, maybe Lizarraga. I mean, you're going to have to give up a lot when there's that many years of Mason Miller. Because it's one thing to trade with the A's when they're not contending and this guy is a free agent at the end of the year or a couple years. But when you have essentially his whole contract, that's an entirely different conversation. So the Padres have the pieces, I think, to pull off a Mason Miller trade. But the question is, do you really want to do that? When you have Suarez already as your closer, Wandy, he has shown that he can be a quality reliever in the big leagues. It wasn't that long ago that the Padres bullpen got off to a really good start this season. There are other guys, there are always relievers out there. You know, it's May 12th, so we'll see. But there's always relievers out there that have, 1 year of control left or a couple years of control left that you can acquire, and you don't have to pay their entire 2024 salary because part of the year's already gone by. You don't have to give up as much either. So, would you rather go the Mason Miller route and give up a lot, or go the another route, give up way less? You don't have them under control for a long time in case an arm injury happens, and you can wait. You can wait on Mason Miller as well, obviously, but um, you're gonna have to be giving up a lot. Now, AJ, if he thinks his job's on the line, and he's like, Miller and Suarez can be the amazing bullpen. It can be our Suarez Hader duo of this 2024 run here. And if I could save my job, and if we acquire him, we'll have him for 5-6 years, whatever. And we're not really paying him anything. I'll give up these prospects that I don't know what they're going to be, how they're going to turn out at the big league level, right? Because injuries happen. You could also, though, let's say, the Padres, they're a postseason team. Preller keeps his job. You trade for Mason Miller, and those guys you give up end up being really good impact guys. And Mason Miller isn't this guy. Because what are the odds? I mean, he could, but what are the odds that he's going to have a sub, 1.5 ERA when he's with the Padres? He's going to be able to do that, keep that up. I mean, maybe. Robert Suarez doesn't seem like he's slowing down anytime soon, so maybe same thing with Mason Miller. But, I mean, I doubt it. I'll say that. I doubt it. So will AJ be getting a reliever soon? We can never take anything off the table because it's AJ Preller. But what I would say is I think it's good to give it a little bit more time, see which guys can bounce back. This is a good thing for the Padres too because You get an opportunity to see how they deal with the adversity. Morahone, he just got like a high leverage spot. Wasn't great. How is he going to do now? Right? Matsui, how is he going to do now? De Los Santos, how is he going to do now? The Padres bullpen, if I remember correctly, they started off really good this season. So if you look at Yuki Matsui, how he started this year, in his first 11 appearances, 10 innings, he had a .90 ERA. He gave up 1 earned run in his first 11 appearances. But in his last 3, he has failed to go an outing without allowing a run. He's allowed 4 earned runs in 2 1/3 innings. His ERA in his last 3 outings, 15.43. And with relievers, when you have a stretch like that, it can really pump up your ERA. So I'd encourage people to give it some more time, look at sample size, rough stretch, but hey, it's an opportunity for those guys to show what they're made of and bounce back. And De Los Santos, his first 13 games, he had a .77 ERA. But recently, in his last 3 outings combined, he's given up 3 earned runs, 1 earned run in each of those last 3 outings. His last 6 games, he has a 12.27 ERA. So again, it's like, look at the sample size. There's good moments. There's been bad moments. I don't really want to overreact right now. What I'll say is I don't see a Mason Miller trade happening with the Padres, but Preller has proven me wrong before, and he could do so again.